guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to demonstrate how to achieve a full look. So I am applying my foundation right now with my beauty blender. So I like to take my foundation and apply it to the back of my hand and dab it in. So I'm using the Beyond Perfecting with Clinique. It's a little light right now, just because I've been tanning out in the sun. My color right now is the CN10 Alabaster, so it's a little light, which is fine because we're gonna fix that at the end. It's a concealer and a foundation, so you can bring it right up onto the eyes if you don't want to use concealer. It's really great with coverage because you don't need a whole lot of it. As you can see, I have a little bit of blemishes right now, and it's covering it perfectly without effort. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to do the eyes today with a Lancome palette. I love Lancome. It's one of my favorites. So it's the Glow palette. Looks like this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those colors. So I have hazel eyes, so I can get away with purples and greens. So what you want to do is get your floppy brush, so it's more like a blending. You're going to take this light color here, right here, and go right into your crease. Don't worry if it's sloppy. We'll always clean up at the end. So make sure it's all blended out. You can go up further towards your brow bone if you want. Everybody's eye shape is going to be different. So it works a little bit better for me to take it up a little further past my crease with my eye. Alright, so that's going to be your base. I'm going to take a brush that looks like this. And I'm going to take this lighter color. It's like a little vanilla. And bring it up to my brow bone. Alright, so here's my brush. Where did I put it? Okay. Here it is. Sorry. Alright, so we're going to take this deeper green here and put it right here on your crease. It's alright if it goes down to the lid a little bit. Alright, so I like to dab it on there. And then I like to take that first brush with the color that's already left over, which was that first color we put in the crease, and blend it. You want to make sure it's all blended in. Alright, so again with that same brush, I'm going to dip in and go with this lighter green here. Then I'm going to slightly dab it into the darker green and go right back in and blend it. I like to kind of make like a triangle on the corner of my eye. So you're kind of bringing it up. So if you take like the tail of your eyebrow and take your brush and draw, it kind of looks like this. So blend it, dab it, go back in, and make a triangle. So up towards your tail of your eyebrow, and back in. So that whole side of your eye. So, next, we're gonna go in with the gold. With a flat brush. Right on the lid. Alright, now go back to the fluffy blending brush and just make sure everything's blended here. If you want to add a little bit darker, you can go ahead and do that. If you're going to go ahead and put a little bit of darker on, I would go with the dark green and kind of just dab it like this. I'll just do it for you guys. Alright, so now I'm taking my little smudger brush, looks like this, and I am taking that dark green again. It's gonna go under the eye. And bring it out, make it down. Can you see that? Go back in. So once you're done the eye, it's optional for you if you wanted to add like a brown or a black eyeliner on top of the eye, hugging the lash line. That's up to you. I think this is a pretty bold look already, so I'm not going to use an eyeliner. Alright, so you see how you kind of brought that up to the sides? Again, repeating the step, taking that blending brush and just kind of blend that out a little bit because you don't want it to be too defined. Alright, so the eyes are done. Sorry, I just wanted to blend that a little more. Came down a little flat on this side here. Okay, so next you're gonna clean up with your concealer. So I'm using Effacernes Waterproof from Lancome. And I like to dab it on my index finger. Kind of get it where I need it. So this is what I meant when I said if you mess up, if it's messy, it's fine. We'll clean it up. All right. Take your beauty blender, take that pointier end, and go ahead and blend it out and clean up any areas you feel need to be sharper or any fall down from the shadow. And make sure you're gentle. You don't want to rub it because if you rub it, your foundation, you're just gonna kind of smudge it and wipe it off. So you wanna make sure you're gentle. So if you see here, I kind of broke mine up. I just want to blend that a little more and make it a little sharper. So you just blend with your brush and then blend it out with your concealer and beauty blender. Number 3, this is my favorite brow. So it kind of adds a little bit more color, but not too much where it's like, whoa, brows. So you just kind of take it to the front and brush your tail of your brow. I love the bristles on this because it makes everything really easy and even to do. So again, brush upwards and brush it through. Work your way through. If you have any gaps, like I have a little bit of a bald spot here, focus on that area, blend it into there. You can move the hairs that you have right on top of it. And just keep going over until you feel comfortable where it's blended and you have the style you want. I like them spiked in the front simply because it looks more microbladed and clean. So once it dries, your brows are on. You can go swimming with this. It stays, but it's awesome. Alright, so mascara is next. Using the Grandiose Extreme with Lancome. Has that swan-like neck of a brush. I love this mascara. It's my absolute favorite. It instantly lifts the lashes, makes them dramatic. I've never had an issue with clumping. I haven't had an issue with bleeding. Like once it's on, it's on. And it's not waterproof and it's easy to get off, so highly recommend it. Sorry guys, I'm taking so long on my lashes. I like to add a ton of mascara. I'm not super into the fake eyelash look. I think mascara is nice. Alright, so eyes are done. What do we think? Next, you want to do your contour. I'm using Elizabeth Arden's Flawless Finish in the Toasty Beige number 10. It's a cream compact. So, Lancome's dual-ended contour and highlight brush. Cheekbone. Lightly on the jawline. Temple. So, side of the nose, not down, the side. So, you have your nose hole opening and you want to travel up and down like this. So you can go deeper. I don't do a super dark contour personally. That's more on preference. Alright, so flat contour brush. Take your compact bronzer. This is the Park Ave Princess with Tarte. Clearly you can see that I'm obsessed with this and I used it almost all gone. And it was the mini, so it doesn't help. So if you watched my first video, I just go over the contour with this just to kind of set it. And blend it out. You can use a beauty blender as well since it is a cream, so if you didn't want to use the bronzer with it, if it's too much product for you, you can do that as well. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush. So when doing a green and gold eye, you can really do whatever blush makes you happy. If you want to do a plum, do a plum. If you want to do a more peachy tone, go ahead and do peachy. It doesn't really matter. You have some wiggle room in there. I love this Ginger Pop from Clinique. It's the Cheek Pop blush. It's so pretty. It just gives you that really sun-kissed, flawless look. So I just want to bring something back up. If you remember from the beginning of this video, I mentioned that my foundation was a little light for me since I've been getting some color with the sun. When you contour and put your blush on, it's okay that your foundation color's a little bit lighter because now it blends. You just want to make sure you don't have to bring it all the way down your neck. You can just blend it because as soon as you start to do your contour, it adds some color, and because the foundation was a little bit lighter, it almost looks like you highlighted everywhere. Okay, so next I'm using my highlight. It's the Hefty Highlighter in the Chubby Stick from Clinique. Go ahead and dab it on. You can bring it under the eye if you like that extra highlighted look. Bring it up into the temple, dab her in the forehead, and gently draw a line on your nose. You have to make sure it's even, and then get that Cupid's bow. Alright, so I'm using a separate beauty blender. So you have your foundation and concealer beauty blender. Now you're taking your highlight beauty blender. Massage it in. that under eye area. I'm gonna come really close so that you can kind of see how pretty that looks. Just gives you that natural glow, and it's not super intense sparkly like some highlighters are. Listen, I'm all for a highlight, but you don't have to look like a disco ball. Unless you're doing a super fun eye. And then you can go back over with your blush if you want, if you feel like you smudged it a little with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so eyes and face are done. Now, the last part is optional for you. I'm just gonna do a lip gloss that has a little bit of color to it. It's the Sorbet Pop in the Pop Splash lip gloss from Clinique. You can do a lip liner with a lipstick. Red would be beautiful with this eye look. Anything nude, brown, even berry. Pretty much got away with a lot of different lip shades for this. Pink, maybe not so much. All right, guys, what do we think of this eye look? All right. So these eye looks look like they're gonna be complicating, but they're actually really simple. You don't have to follow and make sure everything's super even. You just blend it out. It's all about blending and technique. Once you get that down, you can't go wrong, and it's so easy to achieve these looks. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!